and happy 2022. If you're listening to this in real time, it is the first Tuesday of the new year, 2022. It's so crazy how the years just fly by, especially as I get older. I feel like the years just go by faster and faster. And by the way, if we have not met yet or you have not heard this show, this is Flow with the Grow, and I'm your host, Sophia. This is a show for all things health, wellness, self-growth. I want to make sure it is my goal with every episode to give you actionable tips towards your health, your fitness, or your self-growth. Along with the tips, I want to empower you and encourage you to find the joy in your journey through all the ups and especially through all of the downs, all the challenges, all the frustrating times, all the times where we feel like the world is just on top of us. I believe there's always a lesson to be learned in every single setback or challenge or quote failure. And so I am on this journey of, as well as you are, finding the positive and the lesson in everything that we do, every situation, and finding the opportunity for growth. So with the new year comes New Year's goals, resolutions, intentions, word setting, and you may be someone who is setting goals for finances, business, relationships, fun, and of course, health and fitness, which is what I'm going to focus on today. I'm going to be talking about and sharing with you 4 actionable tips or steps that you can take starting today to work towards your health and fitness goals. Maybe you already have a plan, and that's awesome. And here's the deal. There's not a one size fits all. Everyone does things differently, but I'm going to share with you the things that I have found have worked best for my clients in the past, as well as for myself. And then along with that, I'm going to share with you 4 ways or ideas or thoughts to help you keep going, to help this be sustainable, to help you to follow through on what you set out to do. Because let's be honest, it's the new year. This is the time where we get excited about starting new things. And even though we tend to start things in the new year, just keep in mind that you can start things whenever you want. There's really no right time, and you can start a goal any time of day, any time of the year. But like I said, I feel like the new year is where we feel excited and motivated to do something new, to start something new, to game plan, to this year change our life, change our health. But I think there's also this important aspect of making sure that we have a plan to follow through and to keep going when the excitement dies down. Because I'm going to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, your excitement and quote motivation will lessen, will die down. And if you don't have a plan for keeping this going, I hate to say it, but you are more prone to quit on yourself. And I don't want that for yourself. And I know you don't want that for yourself. So before I jump into that, I just want to announce something that I've kind of low-key been talking to other people about. I haven't officially launched this yet, but I'm going to put it out there into the world, into the universe, that I am actually officially launching my one-on-one coaching, and I'm super stoked about it. I was going to wait until mid-January, but I was like, what the hell? I might as well just do it. And so just to give you a little rundown of what this all is going to entail is we're going to connect. I'm going to make it be a super individual focus on each person. It's not going to be just a generic workout program, but I'm really going to take time to get to know you and not just your goals, but everything about you, your habits. I'm going to take more of a holistic approach and look more at things like your sleep and your water intake, your stress. I want to take into account all of those things. So once I get all of that information, we get to know each other, then we will create a plan. And this plan will include small step taking towards behavior change. So this is not just going to be a nutrition meal plan. Here's what you eat. Here's what time of day you eat. No. It's not going to be like that. This is focusing more so on your daily habits, 1 or 2 things at a time, so we can slowly implement these habits and create that sustainability, along with creating that behavior change, whether it's nutrition or other habits that are going to help with nutrition. We're going to put together a workout plan. Now, this workout plan is going to be really tailored to you and where you're at. Maybe you have a goal of just starting to walk 2 times a week. We're going to start with that. Maybe you want to get into the gym setting and learn how to move your body in the sense of using dumbbells and barbells and kettlebells and using different equipment. Maybe you're someone who you kind of feel stuck and you want to take it to the next level. So it's really going to be based off of the person. After the workout plan, we're also going to take time to talk about mindset. I think this is such an important aspect that sometimes gets overlooked. It's actually crucial. It is I believe, step one to making any change in our life. So we're going to work on mindset, and it's not just going to be a one and done. We're going to constantly, daily, weekly, monthly, be working on your mindset and the thoughts inside your mind that you're telling yourself. So we've got individualized plan for nutrition-based habits, daily habits, workout plan, mindset. There's going to be the option for if you want supplements like a protein, things that I really agree with when it comes to nutrition, ingredients. And then we're going to have weekly check-ins. And this is going to be based off of you and your lifestyle. Maybe it needs to be once every 2 weeks, but we're going to for sure be connecting on a weekly basis. And this will be through either texting or a phone call or a video call. So when I say weekly check-in, this is going to be an intentional 20 to 30 minute check-in where there's going to be something that we're going to be talking about. We're going to dive into whether it's a challenge that you're facing or maybe I want to talk to you about something, but it's going to be very intentional. And then, of course, you'll have access to me during the week if you have questions or if you just need a little pump up, motivational message or a chat, whatever it is, you have access to me throughout the week in addition to that intentional weekly check-in. Okay, so I am super stoked about this. If you are interested or want to work with me or to learn more, please message me or email me. So if you message me on Instagram at Sophia_Dawn41. You can message me on Facebook, or you can email flowwiththegirlpodcast@gmail.com. Any of those is fine. I check them on a regular basis, so go ahead and do that. And just let me know that you're wanting to learn more about my coaching. And if you have specific questions, you can put those in the email as well. Okay, so now moving on to today's topic. There is so much that I could go into with each of these action steps and tips and things that I'm going to give you, but I'm going to really try and just cut the fluff, get straight to the point, and keep it super actionable and clear. Sometimes I like to go off on a little tangent or talk more about stuff, but I'm going to really try and keep it to the point. So, number one, and by the way, this is for someone who is just starting out their health and fitness. Maybe you are new to this whole gym thing, working out, you want to become healthier, you just want to feel better, whatever it is. Or maybe you're someone who you were at it last year and then maybe you fell off track and you're trying to get back on track this year. Really, it's for anyone who has a health and fitness goal, but I think it could be just a little bit more valuable for anyone who is just starting out. It is your day one or day two, day three, whatever, and you are going for it for the first time. First and foremost, and this is not included in the number one, but first and foremost, I want you to celebrate yourself. This is a huge step that you're taking to change your freaking life. And not only is it going to change your life, but I'm guessing it's going to change those around you. Maybe they're your kids, or you want to be an example for your family or a friend, or you're doing it with a friend, or maybe it's just someone close to you that it's going to be impacted in a positive way by you making these changes. It's something that I know is not an easy thing. It can be scary. It can be scary going into the gym, into a setting where you've never been before. You have no idea what to do. So yes, it can be scary, and you should celebrate yourself for taking this step. And just know that it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be cut and dry of you should do this and then this will happen. Everyone is so different, and it's going to be a slow process. And I'm hoping that you're going to be wanting to do this for the rest of your life. So when it's for the rest of your life, there is no end date, there is no end goal, but your goals are constantly changing, and it's something that you're constantly working towards through all seasons of your life. The number one step that I want you to think about, and the action that I want you to think about doing, is to attach your goal or goals to a bigger reason. Let's say that your goal is to lose weight. Ask yourself and write these questions down so that you can take some time to really dive into it, think about it, and put pen to paper. Why do you want to lose weight? What's going to change in your day-to-day life? Who is going to be affected? Kids, your family, your friends, Maybe it's the ability to have kids. Maybe you're going to have more intimacy with your partner. Maybe it's the ability and more capability to be able to do more outside of the gym. So whether it's hiking, biking, maybe it's playing with your kids, going on different road trips or traveling different places. Maybe it's something as simple as cleaning your house, like just having more energy to do more around your home. When we attach our goals to something that can be so life-changing, not only can it help you to get started, but you have more of a reason to fight, and you have more of a reason to keep going when the times come where you feel like you're failing or when you feel defeated. And it's going to help you to have more of a reason to fight when you start to lose that excitement. It then becomes, like I said before, a lifelong journey, and your goals and reasons can change. You can add, take away, because things come up in our life, but write down all of your goals, the things that you're wanting, and then write the reasons for why you're wanting to accomplish that, and place it somewhere even where you'll see it every day. Or maybe put it somewhere where you have easy access. So when you do feel like you're being just let down by yourself, you feel defeated, you have that self-doubt that creeps in, you can pull that out, reread it, and just be reminded of why you're starting. And it's pretty cool too, because for me, I've attached my reasoning for wanting to be healthy, wanting to eat healthy, wanting to work out to the fact that I know that I will feel good. I know that I have a more positive attitude. I know that I'm going to be more productive. I'm going to be more patient with people, more calm. It's helped me to change my mindset with the opportunities in those times when, let me rephrase that. It has helped me to have better perspective on life and in times of stress and challenge and frustration. And this was a slow process. It's not like it happened overnight. But also, these things can happen soon after you start. You can start to have a little bit more energy. You can start to feel a little bit better. You can start to have more of a positive attitude. I have found that it's really so different for everyone, but everyone eventually gets to one of those points. And since I've attached my goals to a bigger reason, a reason that, by the way, is not scale related or based off any sort of numbers, it really has just become a journey, and it is one of the reasons why I believe I am so consistent with my workouts, with the way that I eat, and just with sticking to it overall. So again, number one, attach your goals to a bigger reason, and think about the reason being more than just or other than just numbers or something that is scale related. Number two, make a list of habits that you want to change. I feel like this is something that not many people think even to do. But when you can make a list, kind of like a brain dump, you write all the things that you are wanting to either change, you want to change a habit, or maybe you want to take away a habit or stop, like maybe it's smoking, you want to stop smoking as much. Maybe you want to add a habit, like adding more sleep or more fruit and vegetables to your diet or more protein. But make a list of all of the habits that you're wanting to change or add in or take away. Then, moving on to number three, choose one or two of these habits to work on. You don't have to change everything at once. I know that when we get excited and we want to change all these things and do all these things, we feel like we want and need to change everything at once. We want to do this, this, and this, change this, this, and this, and we want it to happen now. And that's a natural thing, I think, in our human brain. But really take a step back and realize that when you focus on one or two things, it's going to help you in the long run. It's going to help you to, again, have that sustainability. When we're choosing one or two of these habits, we are taking small steps. We are taking bite-sized chunks to work on, and you're setting yourself up for success. Here's an example. Let's say that you are wanting to work out more or just add in more movement. So if this is the thing that you're wanting to add in, first think about how many days do you want to work out or move your body? And then secondly, re-look at that and ask yourself, can I do this for life? Like, do I know for a fact that I 100% can do it? Not because I'm excited, not because I don't believe in myself, but do I know that this is realistic for me in my life right now? And then I would even take it a step further and say, cut it back. Like undershoot the goal, because then again, you're setting yourself up for success. So when I'm talking with a client and their goal is to work out every single day, we have an honest conversation of, is it, first of all, realistic in their life right now? Like, do they have kids or school or jobs or whatever it may be? And then I encourage them to think about this question. What if you set a goal of working out 2 times a week for 30 minutes? Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, because I feel like as humans, we just want to do it all and we want to do everything. If you know for sure, for a fact, that you can do 3 workouts a week and you're setting the goal of 2 workouts a week, you're setting yourself up. I'm talking way too fast, getting excited. You're setting yourself up for success, because when you hit the 2 workouts, it feels so good. When we can check things off a to-do list, when we can check things off of whatever goal we had for the week, it feels good. So then when you go that 3rd time, it's going to feel even better. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you are setting yourself up for success on the front end by undershooting that goal that you had. And this can be implemented with any habit that you have. Okay, so choose 1 or 2 of the habits, so we can take it in small steps and make the goal so simple and easy that you know for sure that you can do it. So then when you do it, you accomplish it, it feels good. And then when you do it, take it another step further and you accomplish more than what you expected or what you set for yourself, then it feels even better. Number 4, get an accountability plan. I will forever and always say this, but we're so much more likely to give up on ourselves versus if we have someone that we are being accountable to. If you think back to the past of any goals that you've set, have you ever had a goal where you didn't tell anyone? And did you stick to it? Did you stick to it for a long time? Maybe some people did. Yes, I know that's possible, but we're, like I said, more likely to stick to things when we have an accountability plan. We can bounce ideas off of each other. We can get encouragement and empowerment from other people. There's going to be times when you're going to feel defeated or you're not going to feel like doing that workout or going for that walk or whatever it is. And by having an accountability partner or plan, it can help you to follow through. This can be a group of people. It can be one person. It can be a friend, a family member, maybe a workout buddy. Or what I always encourage people to do is invest in a trainer or a coach. Most of the time, trainers and coaches have walked the walk. They have been where you've been, or they've worked with people who have been there, and they're a lot more trained in helping you to reach your goals and to helping you stay accountable and to showing you the ropes of the gym, how to do things, how to change your mindset, how to implement different habits and behaviors. So get yourself an accountability plan that will help you to not give up on yourself this time or ever. So just a recap of those 4. Number 1, attach your goal or goals to a bigger reason other than just you want to lose weight or you want to have more energy. Ask yourself why. What's going to change in your day-to-day life? Who's going to be affected? Who's going to be impacted? Number 2, make a list of habits that you want to change or add in, or habits that you want to take away. Number 3, choose 1 or 2 of these habits to work on. Keep it simple, keep it small, undershoot the goal, set yourself up for success, and then slowly implement other habits, more habits, additional habits that you want to work on. And number 4, get an accountability plan. Next up, 4, these are more concepts, things to think about to help you not just get started, but stick with it. Keep going and create lasting success and sustainability. Number 1, I believe this is so super crucial. Intentionally, and I would even say daily or weekly, point out to yourself the non-scale victories along the way and recognizing how far you've come. The non-scale victories. This is important to keep going. I've seen time and time again, people get so defeated by the scale number not going the direction they want, or they're not gaining the amount of muscle they want, or they're not losing the body fat, or they can't tell on themselves that anything's changing. By focusing on that, that's the result you're going to keep getting over and over again. And then time and again, I've seen people give up on themselves. But those people who focus on the things that are changing that are not scale related, not even physical body related, they stick to it more And also they have this additional like mindset power that can help them to push through, to fight through those times where they do feel defeated. This has to be intentional. So some non-scale victories that you could think about, or that, and listen, these are going to be things that you're not even going to realize. It's going to be things that you feel or that you might think don't matter. They seem insignificant, but they will, no matter what, lead into bigger results in the future. So an example could be, let's say you worked out for the day. You went for a walk, any sort of exercise or movement. That's something to be proud of. You could look at your water intake. How much water did you drink for the day? That's something to be proud of. Maybe you found that you had just a little bit more energy today, or you found that you're starting to be more positive. Maybe you're starting to sleep better. Maybe you have your skin is clearing up. Maybe instead of going out to a fast food place to eat, you cook something at home. Maybe in your workout, you finally performed a really good form of squat or lunge, or you did something that you couldn't do in the past. Maybe you've been coming to the gym for, let's say, a few months, and there comes a time when you feel defeated. You feel like nothing's working. You get discouraged. Ask yourself, okay, before I started, how many times a week did I work out? And you can reflect on and be like, yeah, before I started, I didn't do any of that. And now I have done some of that. That's huge. That's such a good accomplishment. And that's something to be proud of. So from day one, please start to intentionally think about those non-scale victories that don't seem significant and celebrate those and reflect on those and write them down if you need to. But make sure to point those out, because your brain will attach to the negative things, the things that are not going right. So we have to intentionally, purposely practice pointing those things out for ourselves. Number 2, expect this excitement to decrease, to die out eventually. Expect the possible defeating, discouraging moments. Expect that life's going to happen. Life's going to throw shit at you that you're not going to expect. You're maybe one day not going to get your workout in, or you're going to end up having a fast food meal instead of cooking at home, or the meal that you packed. Expect that you're going to someday feel like, well, what's the use? And you're going to want to throw in the towel. And then make mental note of a plan, something that you can do when this time happens. So when you expect that this is going to happen on the front end, it's going to be so much easier, maybe not easier, but like more of like a lighter feeling. I don't know, maybe not a lighter feeling, but when you can expect that this is going to happen and you can take mental note of when it does, or even in the very beginning, make a plan of what you're going to do when that happens, it helps you to push through, to fight through, to keep going. And then you can check in internally with the internal self, your internal environment. What are the thoughts that you're telling yourself? Because again, I can guarantee that there's going to be times when you're going to think negative thoughts, whether it's about you, your body, this journey, this process. And so this is where it's super important to make sure that in our internal environment, we are thinking thoughts that's going to help us push us forward. It's going to help us fight through those times that we feel like it's not working. It's our internal environment. Things like podcasts help, even books or just anything audio related. But what we put into our minds is going to be a reflection of how we act and what we do and the actions that we make. So quick recap. That number 1 is to intentionally think about the non-scale victories along the way, recognizing how far you've come. Number 2, expect the excitement to die down. Expect the possible defeating, discouraging moments. Expect that life's going to happen. And then think about, what are you going to do when that time comes? And what are the thoughts that you're going to think to yourself? What is that internal environment going to look like? Number 3, I want you to think about and encourage you to detach from a specific timeline and the all or nothing mentality. So we could talk about the all or nothing mentality and go deeper into that, but that's a longer conversation. And I want you to detach from a timeline. So instead of thinking, well, in 30 days, I want to lose 20 pounds, or 60 days, I want to lose X amount of pounds, whatever it is. Because when we get to that point, and let's say it doesn't happen, or it doesn't happen as fast as we wanted, or doesn't happen, the thing that we wanted to happen, that we envisioned for ourselves, doesn't happen, then that's where that discouragement sets in, the feeling defeated, and then quitting. So please begin to detach a timeline for your goal, a specific goal. Like I know, yes, there's like weddings and different parties and things, and that can help you to get a start or to continue the process or whatever it is. But overall, detach from that timeline of like an end goal and start to think about it as for life, like you're training for life. And then the all or nothing mentality, that just sets you up for not success. It sets you up for a lot of discouragement and, in my experience, a lot of yo-yo dieting and binging, restricting. I guess that's more so with just food, but it creates this concept of all in or nothing at all. And I don't think that's conducive to what you're trying to do. And especially when along the way, like I said, if you are trying to point out the things that are going right, this maybe it will help you get out of the all or nothing mentality. But then it focuses on the all, so what's going right, where you're doing well, and you can't mess up. You like have to be perfect. And then when you mess up a little bit, then that's where you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I failed. I might as well just go eat a bunch of cookies, or I might as well not work out the rest of the week. And those small, seemingly insignificant changes then become devalued and nothing. And those are the things that really are going to help you to get to where you want to be and to those bigger results in the long run and to sustainability. Number 4, and actually I have 5. I said 4 before, but it's actually 5. So number 4, your external environment. Just like we have to work on our internal environment, our external environment matters as well. So I am almost positive that you've heard the phrase, I'm totally going to get it wrong, but you become like the 5 people that you hang out with or you surround yourself with, whatever it is. But it's true. If you're around people who are drinking all the time, going out to eat, eating fast food, not working out, not moving at all, then you are more likely to do those things. Versus when you have people that you're surrounding yourself with who are also trying to make similar changes to you, then you are more likely to do those things. So just take kind of like an intake of who you're spending your time with, who you're listening to, who you hang out with, because that will definitely play effect, and it will be either positive or negative. It'll either help you towards your goals or it will help you to get further away from your goals. Okay, number 5, I want you to start to shift your mindset and perspective of all of this, whether it's changing up your nutrition, whether it's implementing workouts or just adding in more movement or learning something. I want to encourage you to look at it as practice. All of this is a skill, especially working out. Like, you are really teaching your body new things that you've never done before. You're teaching your brain new things that it's never done before. It's a skill, and a skill has to be practiced and worked on constantly. And that is also true for day-to-day habits, whether it's drinking more water or trying to meal plan, meal prep, cook food, have more protein, get more sleep. Like, all of this is just a practice. And we can view it that way. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like when we practice for a basketball game, some sort of sport, you're going to mess up, you're going to fall down, but then you just got to pick yourself back up and continue to practice time and time again. And I believe that this mindset can help you and propel you to keep going when times get tough, to keep going when you feel like nothing's working. And then also you can see it as more of like, it's just progress. Like, this practice is helping you to progress versus trying to get it perfect the first time or the second time. So I'm going to do a recap of those 5, and then I'll do a recap of the first 4. So number 1 of what I was just talking about, intentionally think about the non-scale victories along the way and recognize how far you've come, and think about the things that don't seem significant and point those out to yourself, because your brain will definitely point out the negative things. Number 2, expect that this excitement is gonna die down. There's been times where you don't feel, quote, motivated. Expect the possible defeating, discouraging moments. Expect life happening. Make a mental note of this, or even write down a plan for when this happens. Check in with your internal environment. What are the thoughts that you're saying? What are the thoughts that you're gonna say to yourself when this happens, so that self-doubt doesn't stay. Number 3, detach from a timeline and the all or nothing mentality. Number 4, take a look at your external environment. Who are you hanging around with the most? What are they doing? And what are you doing when you are around them? Number 5, all of this, begin to think of this mindset as practice. Practice everything from workouts to the food, to the habits, the daily habits that you're trying to change. Practice. Now going back to the actionable steps. Number 1, write down your goals, but then attach your goals to a bigger purpose, a bigger reason, and ask yourself, what's going to change in your day-to-day life? Who is going to be affected by it? Who is it going to impact? And how is it going to impact them? Why are you wanting to accomplish that goal or goals? Number 2, make a list of habits that you want to change or implement, add in, or take away. Number 3, choose 1 or 2 of those habits and begin in small steps and set yourself up for success by undershooting that goal. Make it simple and slowly implement more, meaning slowly implement an additional habit to work on. Number 4, get an accountability plan. So I hope this helped you in your pursuit of starting a health and fitness journey or working on certain health goals and helping you to change your mindset and shift that perspective to help you create sustainability and to help you keep going when the time comes when you feel like there is no more excitement or the excitement has lessened or you feel like nothing's working. This is a slow process and everyone starts somewhere. You cannot compare yourself to someone who's been doing this for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You're going to mess up. You're going to get frustrated. There's going to be times where you're going to get really maybe mad in the gym because you can't get something down. It's going to be an up and down journey, like not just up and down, but like up, down, crisscross, all around. It's not going to be the same for everyone. It might be scary for you. This might be something that's new. So new, with anything new comes out of your comfort zone. You might be scared, but the only way to push past that fear is to do it and do it and do it and do it and practice, even if that fear is present. And then it's really cool to look back on your journey and realize all that you accomplished, all that you pushed through, the challenges that you had, and where you are now or where you are at that time. If this helped you in any way, please screenshot or share this episode with a friend or family member, someone who you think will benefit from this. And again, if you are wanting to learn more about my coaching program or you're wanting to work with me, please reach out via Instagram or Facebook or email. All of that will be in the show notes. Or if I know you personally, definitely just shoot me a text. Let's chat. I cannot wait for you to start this year off right and to keep going. This year is your year to make a change, to create change, to create health and wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally. I know you can do it. I hope you know you can do it. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and I'm here for you if you ever need anything. So with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, week, weekend. Bye for now.